It's Marie. Hi. Before I end my day, I wanted to talk about one of the key reasons we get stuck in the crazy busy, and it's this pattern or cycle of excuses. We've gotten really good at excuses, and the thing is, they feel true. They feel so true in our lives. We say, gosh, I'm so sorry, but I'm going to have to cancel dinner. I've got this late meeting and I'm just never going to be able to get there with traffic. You pick up the phone during dinner at home with your kids, and because you're worried it's something at work and it couldn't wait. You do takeout 3 times this week because you haven't had the chance to go to the grocery store, and you just literally haven't had the chance. You have missed the gym for the last 2 weeks because you've been staying up late or not sleeping well because you're so stressed about a deadline at work. And the thing is, they all seem super valid at the time, but I guarantee maybe one of those was true. One of those was really needed. You really did have to pick up the phone because it really was important, and that's fine. And that happens because we all have big demanding jobs, and we wouldn't be successful women if we didn't. I used to be a spokesperson for media. And let me tell you, when the New York Times is calling, it doesn't really matter if it's in the middle of dinner, you got to pick it up because something is happening. And that's okay. But the problem is those big choices, those are easy. It's the little choices. You're not going to miss an anniversary. You're not going to say, oh gosh, I got to stay at work or stay in this meeting, even though the nurse called at school and your daughter is sick. You're not going to miss a friend who calls and is in trouble and needs you. Those are the big decisions. Those are easy ones. They're clear and you figure it out, and you didn't lose your job. You didn't get in trouble and nothing bad happened. It's those teeny little decisions we make every day, those late meetings, those long conference calls. Sure, I'll do a call at this ridiculous time. Sure, I'll pick up the phone at night. Sure, I'll be on my emails to respond to this thing in a ridiculous deadline or a self-imposed deadline, which is probably more true. And it's those little things that make up your life. Because have you ever thought about what it's costing you? In each and every one of those scenarios where you made that excuse, you've put yourself or somebody you love second. And how many times, and the thing is it becomes a pattern, and how many times have you picked up the phone while you're at home and missed hearing about your son's day? How many times have you missed connecting with a friend? How many times have you stopped working out or taking care of your health because of work and swear that you're going to get on it the next day, the next week when this project is over, once I finish traveling? All of these are excuses, but they add up to a life. They add up to an imbalanced life. They add up to stress. They add up to illness. They add up to weight gain. They add up to stomach aches. They add up to headaches. It's not fun. I've lived that life. I know it. And you swear that it's real and it's true. But the problem is in that immediacy of doing what's obvious for work, picking up the phone, getting on that conference call, not doing something, we've set aside our conscious choice. We're in motor skill mode. We're just doing. It's all about getting things off the to-do list. And in this phantom day when that to-do list is done. But the to-do list is never done. It's never done. Another one adds on. That's the reality of the situation. And we need to slow down and start making conscious choices about the decisions we're making and what they're costing us. And it's possible. It really is possible. You can change the cycle of excuses. You can truly, truly, truly change it. I'm not perfect. I'm not. But I've done a lot of work on this. And maybe I'm 10% better than you. Some days 50%. But I've learned the tools that stop that pattern. And we all know in our hearts and our stomach and our heads, wherever you feel that little twang that says, ugh, I feel bad about this. I'm disappointing somebody. I wish it could be different. You need to stop and you need to ask yourself, is this really important? Does this have to happen now? I know that seems ridiculous and hard because you're going to be in this excuse pattern of where you don't understand. Like, I really need to do that. My job isn't something that I can just turn it off. You know what? I got to be honest. I call bullshit on that. Everybody is able to turn off their job at some point. We've just got to be better detectives on when those points are, and we can do that. So what I'm going to ask for you this week is to really slow down and recognize those choice points, those moments in your life where you are just doing and not thinking about what it's costing you. If we just start to become aware of how many times we make those little choices, we can change them. As my mother will say, and I'll quote her a lot, awareness is the first step. We can't fix something if we don't see it happening. So today and this week's work is for you to notice all of those moments that you just jump into motor skills. You just act in work mode instead of life mode. And I want you to slow down and think about it. It doesn't matter if you don't change the behavior this week. It doesn't matter. Just recognizing all the times that you're doing it and asking yourself, do I really need to return this email right now? Do I really need to pick up this phone now? Do I really need to miss that dinner now? Do I need to plan a dinner because I don't have any, because I've just set aside my social schedule because I need to get through this work? What choices, unconscious choices, are we making that are costing us time and connection and fitness and health and sleep in our life? So that's what I want you to do. It's possible. It's possible. I know it is, you guys. I promise you. But I got to give you tough love every once in a while. So I want you to think about this, and I want you to check in and post and tell me, be vulnerable, share. I'll share. Honestly, there's nothing I'm asking you to do that I haven't done myself. And it's not easy, I know. But you joined this group for a reason, and we're going to get to the bottom of it, okay? We're going to change our lives. Together we can do it, all right? Bye. Have a good night.